Hi everybody, it is Friday, January 5th, 2024. I wish everybody a terrific weekend. Let's get some winners starting with tonight, or actually with Saturday, doing it on Friday, but for Saturday. Welcome to Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. This is your first look at Saturday's early betting patterns and where you might want to steer clear of public opinion. Today, I've identified three college basketball plays for Saturday where the early betting patterns seem to be going in the wrong direction, giving us an edge in each one of these plays. Speaking of an edge, in a few hours or so, still got to get some information to come in, but in a few hours I'll have my Pick Dawgz 3-pack, NBA 3-pack up there, $49.99. It will be locked and loaded. Just want to see what happens with tonight's games and just waiting on some last-second things. And we're going to put that right up there, and it'll be locked in for Saturday for $49.99. And, of course, that comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. Better yet, if you don't want to get involved in the 3-pack and you're ready to roll the sleeves up and go this weekend, make sure you get involved with my all-access pass. I have a 30-day all-access pass, a 90-day all-access pass, and a yearly annual all-access pass. Get every single one of my plays from the NFL, the one championship game in college football, NBA, college basketball, NHL. Get every single one of my plays for one low price. To become an all-access pass member, please go to pickdawgz.com right now. Just go to the package section, and everything that I offer will be up there. And if you become a 30-day all-access pass member, just $13.33 a day. A 90-day pass is less than $10 a day. It's $9.66 a day, and the yearly pass is less than $100 a month. So it's really the best deal out there. You get every single one of my plays for one low price. If you need more convincing, this is what my all-access customers have done of late. Just of note, this video is being shot Friday, so these numbers are not reflective of what we are going to be doing on Friday or what the results will be on Friday. So this is after Thursday's games. Overall, the last 7 days, 58.1% winners, 826 units won. Number one amongst cappers with at least 60 plays. That's overall, all access, get every single one of my plays. Those people have gotten 58.1% winners over the last week. NFL, 4-1 last week, 64% winners for the last 30 days, plus 863 units. 55% winners over the last 90 days. 55% winners over the entire NFL season. College football, we got, you know what we've done. 24-9 over the last 30 days, plus 1,392 units. That's number one. 89-55 over the last 90 days. 62% winners, plus 2,827 units, and 60% winners in 2023 overall. Good for 3,037 units of profit. In the NBA, 65% winners the last 7 days, 525 units won. NHL, another 65% winners in the last 7 days, 402 units won. That's really all that needs to be said, guys. I put the record out there. You can see it every day. Everything is documented. Everything that I say is reflected on the website. So make sure you get involved. And thank you to everybody today, because the amount of people that got involved in my 7-day pass, my 30-day pass today, it's been overwhelming. So thank you so much for putting your trust behind me. Okay, let's get to our free plays for Saturday. We're going to start it off with game 603, 604. 12 o'clock Eastern Time, start 9 a.m. Pacific. Mississippi State Bulldogs minus 1.5, 137.5 against South Carolina, the Gamecocks. And so far we've seen pretty much even betting. There's a slight edge to Mississippi State, which is good because that allows me to pick the side that I want. 52% of the money is on Mississippi State right now, fewer than 100 tickets, but we take what we can. The Bulldogs have been great against the number this season, but most of their 8-5, matter of fact, almost all of their 8-5 ATS record is because of their 5-0 start against the number. And you can do the math how good they've been since, which is not very good. 3-5 if you need me to do it for you. The Gamecocks are even better against the number than Mississippi State this year, and they're certainly more consistent. They've cashed 10 out of 13 games. They've cashed 8 out of their last 10. It's going to be interesting to see how Chris Johns distributes the minutes with Tolu Smith. He came back from that injury last game, and I think they're still trying to figure that out because really, if you want to say anything about Mississippi State, they have a tremendous amount of depth, especially with Smith back in the lineup. But I think it is going to take a couple games because remember, everybody's going to have to shuffle their minutes a little bit. So that takes time to form cohesion. And then we're looking at a 1.5, which is kind of a strange number to me. Not as strange as a game we'll talk about last, but it is a number that says South Carolina probably is the favorite there. I think the Gamecocks have momentum. They have a very active defensive team. I think the Bulldogs are too offensively inconsistent. I don't know what I'm going to get from game to game. I know everybody probably that 52% is probably going to go up because of Smith's return. But to me, I'm going to go one more game against Mississippi State until I can say, okay, now I see a lineup that's settled. I think Smith is settled inside that lineup, and now I have confidence in Mississippi State. I don't have that right now. I'm going to take the Gamecocks plus the 1.5. Game number 2 is 6:47 and 6:48, 2 o'clock Eastern time start. Providence Friars versus the Creighton Blue Jays. Creighton 8.5, 137.5. And wait on this number because I think the public's going to bet this number up, giving us a much better number. And of course, we're talking about the total here. 85% of the current wagers are on the over based upon just about 800 tickets. And we know that we're going to get way more than that. But I expect that total to go up. And we know that Bryce Hopkins is out for the rest of the season for Providence. He's got that torn ACL. So you're taking 15 points out of the lineup. You're also taking a terrific rebounder out of the lineup as well. And with Hopkins on the court, statistically, the Friars are 18 points better per 100 possessions. We know that Devin Carter is a terrific player, but everything is going to fall on his shoulders now. I think this loss of Hopkins is a massive blow. We're going to take the under 137.5. And then game number 3, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 685, 686. Utah Utes at the Arizona Wildcats. Wildcats minus 11, 165.5. No surprise at all that 86% of the money is coming in on Arizona. This number is an 11, which is saying, please bet me. I have the Cats at minus 13, and usually I'm within 1.5 of the number when I put my numbers up. I'm outside of that. I'm 2 points off. I have the Cats at minus 13. That to me is telling me that the books are begging you to take a side. They are taking a stance and are taking a side, and this 11 to me looks suspicious. Utah's dropped 2 straight against the spread, and this is why sometimes you look at numbers, and this is where, when you jump on board with guys and they have experience. I mean, I got over 31 years of experience sitting here in the city of Las Vegas. I've been through it. I've heard it all. I've heard it all from everyone. I know when a number doesn't look good, just an intuition off the top of my head. Maybe wrong, because, obviously we're wrong, but right more times than not. And we see that Utah's dropped 2 straight against the spread. We know that Arizona State, in that one of those games, was a really bad loss to Arizona State as a 6.5-point favorite. We know that Arizona smoked Colorado by 47, and that was right after they lost to Stanford. And now the odds makers are floating an 11 out there. I think Arizona gets smoked from downtown. I think Utah owns quite an advantage from beyond the arc. I think that Gabe Madsen's going to have a massive game after that bad performance against Arizona State. I'm going to take Utah plus 11. I'm not going to take the bait here. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not taking the bait in this one. So we're going to take Utah plus the 11. So that does it for our 3 games today. Please go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many packages. I'll have my NBA 3-pack up there. And, of course, we'll have a massive NFL 3-pack up there. And then we'll have our Monday night championship game up probably sometime on Sunday. Just, again, waiting for more info on that game as well. Want to make sure we finish the season off right. You can get involved with my All Access Pass. You can get involved in a 7-day pass, a 3-day pass, whatever you do, make sure you do get involved. We've had a tremendous amount of success, and again, I can't emphasize enough to you, is pick a capper, ride with them, because there's a lot of ups and downs, and you don't want to keep on jumping off every time you see it down, because you don't know when you're getting on somebody else's down. Choose one, stay with them. I guarantee this is going to be the best year that we've ever had. So let's go to our recap of our free plays. Number one, 604, South Carolina plus 1.5, 647, 648, Providence Creighton under 137.5, and 785 Utah plus 11. That does it for today's show. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. I wish you nothing but the best with your wagers on Saturday.